The AI takeover of DFW is already happening right now. Here's what you're going to want to know about this. You've lived in DFW your whole life. You drive I-20, I-35, the Dallas North Tollway, but here's something that is changing and changing fast. The roads are filling up with trucks that have no driver. The skies are being mapped for flying taxis right now. And a robotaxi company just went fully driverless in Dallas this week. I'm Kirsten Openshaw, and I've called Fort Worth home since 2006. And what's happening in this city right now, it blew my mind. So let me show you. So let's start with the trucks, because this is the one most people don't even know is already happening. A company called Aurora Innovation just launched the very first driverless commercial trucking route in U.S. history, and it started right here in Texas. Dallas to Houston of April last year, no safety driver, no one in the cab, just AI on the road. Then in October of 2025, Aurora opened a second lane, Fort Worth to El Paso, 600 miles fully driverless. Aurora's terminal sits just west of Fort Worth along I-20. That means these trucks are rolling right through our backyard, through Weatherford every single day. And as of early this year, 2026, Aurora has logged over 250,000 incident-free driverless miles. And they're targeting more than 200 autonomous trucks on this road by the end of this year alone. And Aurora isn't the only one. A Houston-based company called Bot Auto just announced a partnership to run fully driverless overnight freight between Houston and southern Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex area starting this spring in Q1. And International Motors is also piloting autonomous truck runs all along the I-35 corridor, all the way from Dallas to Laredo. That is in partnership with California-based Plus AI. The Fort Worth City Council even created a brand new district in the Alliance area specifically for deploying semi and fully autonomous semi-trucks. Alliance Texas is already working with about 10 autonomous trucking companies right now. And here's the why with this. The federal government projects that we need to move 50% more freight by 2050, but there aren't enough drivers to do it. Simply put, these trucks don't get tired. They don't have federal driving hour limits. They run overnight, and they're already working on the roads right now. And then now let's talk about the cars, the ones where there is no driver in the driver's seat. These are Waymo. This is Google's sister company, announced that Dallas is a target city for its robotaxi service. It's a 24/7 autonomous ride-hailing service. And as of early March this year, Waymo has gone fully driverless in Dallas. No human at the wheel. The vehicles are now operating without a driver anywhere in the car. Dallas City Council members got an early demo outside of the City Hall, and one councilman said that Waymo's sensors can identify people and objects up to 3 football fields away. Lyft is also planning its own Dallas robotaxi service powered by Israel-based Mobile Eye, targeting a launch as soon as this year, 2026. And there's one more reason that Dallas was chosen now. A Dallas City Councilman hopes that Waymo launches in time for the FIFA World Cup games that are happening this summer. A Dallas City Councilman hopes that Waymo launches in time for the FIFA World Cup games that are happening here in DFW. Tourists are flying in from all over the world, hopping in a car with no driver. That is their vision. Think about what this means for real estate. People are going to choose where they live very differently when their commute is totally automated. That's a story for another video, but trust me, it matters. Now, look up. DFW has become one of the biggest hubs for drone delivery in the country. A company called Flytrex, headquartered right here, is partnering with DoorDash and with Uber Eats to deliver food by drone all across the metroplex. Wing and Flytrex actually became the first 2 drone companies in the U.S. to share the same airspace at the same time, and it happened right here in Dallas, DFW. That's never been done before at a daily operational schedule anywhere in the United States. Amazon Prime Air, Drone Up, Mana, UPS Flight Forward, they're all testing here too. And then, of course, there are the air taxis. Just a couple of days ago, this month, the FAA and U.S. Transportation Secretary announced that Texas was selected for the new eVTOL integration pilot program. TxDOT will support test flights connecting the Texas Triangle, which is Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, with air taxi networks. The North Texas Council of Governments filed its application with the FAA in January 2026 to run a pilot for unpiloted electric aircraft that take off and land vertically. Partner airports include DFW International, Arlington Municipal, Perot Field Fort Worth Alliance, and Meacham International. These are not flying cars from a movie. This is the government and private companies building this infrastructure right now so that one day soon you can open an app and an air taxi picks you up. So why is all of this happening right here? There are 3 reasons for this. Texas has some of the most business-friendly autonomous vehicle laws in the entire country. Companies can test with minimal red tape. And then 2, the freight corridors here are vital. The weather is good and the routes are long and straight, which is exactly what AI driving systems need in order to prove themselves. And then 3, the growth. DFW is one of the fastest growing metros in the nation. More people means more freight, which means more demand, and the economics just make sense here first. One transportation expert said that over the next 2 to 5 years, you're going to see more and more of these trucks on the interstates. You probably drive by them every single day and have absolutely no idea. And that really hit me. I mean, I may have already passed one on I-20 and not even known about it. Fort Worth is not just growing in population and in jobs and in restaurants and homes. It's becoming a test bed for the future of how humans move. Trucks with no drivers, cars with no drivers, packages literally falling from the sky, and taxis that fly. So if you're thinking about buying a home right here, or you already own one here, this stuff really matters. Infrastructure absolutely shapes the value of cities, and this city is being built for the next 50 years, and it's happening right now. I'm Kirsten Openshaw, and I've lived in Fort Worth since 2006, and I love watching this city win. So if this video gave you something to think about, share it with someone who needs to see it. Drop a comment. Tell me in the comments, does this excite you or does this freak you out just a little bit? Because both are valid answers. And go ahead and comment the word insider below for free access to our Fort Worth guides, our resources, and our weekly newsletter. And I will see you in the next one.